If you're a longtime killgruz subscriber, you might remember a video I did back in 2011 about the Mac game Uninvited. In that video, there was this part where we came across this building called the Magisterium. It was pretty deep in the game, falling right after you went through the long and confusing maze section to get the Blothny gem. You'd need the gem you'd find in the maze to enter the Magisterium, because you've got to put it in this gem-shaped hole to unlock the door.
We should be able to unlock the door with the Blothny gem. Let's try it. Open sesame! We can now go inside.
Inside the Magisterium, you find this goofy-looking ghost, and with 3 new exits. The door on the right is the observatory. Nothing important here. The door on the top is the laboratory, which is a really important room a little later on in the game. But the door on the left, it was never entered. We never went into that door because it was locked, and we couldn't get in there. What's in the door? What's in the dang door? I finally found out. So I didn't figure this out myself. It's a super cryptic method to access this, so let me get that out of the way first. I simply followed the clues that were still online and figured out the rest myself. But we'll go through how we did it. A few days or so ago, I got a comment on my Uninvited video from someone that goes by Mike W. Mike told me that he loved this game as a kid, and he happened to chat with one of the original developers through an early internet chat board way back when. This developer shared with Mike an Easter egg he built into the game, that when you're in the library, the map on the wall contains a secret portal to a hidden room. Mike said that you need to double click on one of the stars to enter the hidden space. You guys know me. I love Mac games, and the prospect of finding something hidden in one, and especially a game as fantastically memorable as Uninvited, you bet your ass I sat there and clicked every damn star on that map for the next couple of hours. But dang man, nothing. No secret portals, no hidden spaces, nothing. So I went back to these comments to see if Mike was pulling my leg. I says to him, is this true? I tried clicking all the stars and it didn't work. Prank? Pretty quickly, Mike responded that it isn't a prank. He said it took him days to find the right star. He seemed pretty serious, so as I was about to get ready to move on to something else, I gave it a quick Googling. About as I expected, there was nothing regarding clicking a star to enter the map in Uninvited. I headed over to the old Wikipedias to check out the talk page for this game, which in my opinion, the talk pages are really insightful on many games. This particular page talked about a black hole. This was back in 2008, and these people were trying different methods to enter the black hole. But unfortunately, it didn't say where the black hole actually was. They started hacking the files to find clues on how to enter it, revealing some text about what happens when you do enter it. But it wasn't until 2012 where this guy Frotz posted the solution. To enter the black hole, you need to take the 2 lamps from the entrance hall, go into the library, put the 2 lamps on top of each other so they appear as one, close your inventory, examine the black hole, open the black hole, close the black hole, talk to the black hole, then try and go into the black hole. Make sure you bring the paintbrush from the kitchen cabinet so you can deface some of the art, he says. And that's great. We had instructions and a confirmation that this thing actually existed. Amazing. I grew up with this game, and prior to this, I had no idea there was a portal. So at this point, I was getting excited. I needed to see it, and we were one step closer now that we knew that we weren't looking for a star, but rather a black hole. So I did a little more Googling, looking for a black hole and Uninvited. I found a mention on the MacVenture Steam community forums with the same instructions for the most part. This person couldn't figure out how to do the secret, but they were trying to examine the star picture on the wall instead of the black hole. There was also a person that linked to a video of the secret being done on the Windows 3 version, but the map in that version is so drastically different that I could not follow along with it. So after another extensive clicking session, I thought a little deeper about the game engine itself. When you click an item, the colors of that item are inverted. Whites turn black and blacks turn white. If there was a black hole on this map, it would be the same color as the black background on the map, and it would be incredibly difficult to find and click it. But since the colors are inverted, it should show up if the map is highlighted, since we aren't clicking on the black hole itself, but the actual star map. The black hole would be a different object than the map, and the color wouldn't invert since we're not clicking on the black hole. This was a good way of searching, because every time you double click on the map, it counts as a turn, and you only get so many turns until the ghosts possess you and it's game over. Doing it this way doesn't use a turn since we're not interacting with it, just highlighting it and seeing if we can see the hidden black hole. And there it was. The black hole! Finally! We could test these instructions we found on Wikipedia. So I rushed out, grabbed the lamps, came back, stacked them together, closed the inventory, but I had a lot of trouble clicking the black hole reliably. You have to interact with the black hole in a very specific order, so you need to be able to click it reliably each time. I found the best way to go about this was to find the top star on the map, then position the pointer so that the white outline is lined up with the star, leaving exactly 1 pixel in between. The black hole itself is only 1 pixel, so this has got to be perfect. Lining it up this way will let you reliably click the black hole. So this is it. We line up the lamps, close the inventory, examine the black hole, open the black hole, close the black hole, speak to the black hole, and then go into the black hole. Suddenly, you experience a feeling unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Time and space as you know it are now foreign concepts. You feel what you think is a tremendous acceleration towards the black hole, but you don't know for sure what is happening to you. You're not sure if this experience will ever end. Then suddenly, the tasteful objects dar that adorn this gallery might have been offensive to someone with a lesser intelligence. However, having made it thus far, you won't have any problems. So this is it. This is where the black hole has brought us, to an art gallery. There are some interesting pieces of artwork here. A couple of pictures, some pottery, and a giant statue. You can't really do much here, that I've found anyways. We can, however, take the paintbrush and touch up this picture of the lady. Haha, boobies. Boobies. Actually, I don't think I can even show this on YouTube in today's world without it being risky for my channel. But trust me, there's boobies. Boobies. I tried doing everything I could think of here. I tried painting the other picture. Nothing. I tried smashing the pottery. Nothing. I tried using the hat and masks on the statue. Nothing. You can take all this stuff around with you. I wonder if there's anything else you can do with it. I did some decorating. So let's try to leave this room now. And that's it! We're back in the Magisterium and we finally know what's behind that door. Awesome to know. This little secret warp is actually pretty interesting since it opens the door to the Magisterium, which means that you can safely skip the entire maze section of the game, which could make for some serious speedrunning. I don't believe you'd even need to kill the Scarlet O'Hara ghost at the beginning to beat the game. So this is all fine with the Mac version. I think it's safe to say that we got this one all figured out. But the question that I need the answer to is if this is possible on all versions of this game. Because there are a lot of versions, and some of them aren't just straight ports. You can tell the engine was remade, and the artwork was redrawn. Does it work on those versions too? What about the re-releases on Steam? I checked out the Steam versions first. Highlighting the black hole was a bit more challenging here, since everything is blown up and anti-aliased. If you highlight the star map so you can see the black hole, then click it, it's a lot easier. And yep, it works here too. I tried the Apple IIgs version of the Steam release next. Again, this one was easy to find if you highlight the map first, then click the black hole. It works here too. I tried the DOS version next. This version looks bad, and the lamps are incredibly hard to line up. However, I did figure out where the black hole was, and how to reliably click this one. Here, you need to position your mouse so that it's next to this area, in the top left corner of the map, there are 2 stars right here. And you want the white in your mouse pointer to be on the same line next to the right star, leaving a single pixel of black in between. The hardest part of this one was lining up the lamps, but it is possible to do this secret on this version as well. Next, I tried the Windows 3.11 version. I've actually never played this version until today. I saw screenshots of it and it looked kinda screwy. After I spent some time with it, the graphics really grew on me and now I really like this version. Anyways, there's already a video of this secret being done on this version. But to do this one, you need to line your pointer up with this line of longitude and right below this line of latitude. It looks interesting here, and the breasts are of higher resolution as well. Next, I tried the secret on the C64 version, which I might add is probably the worst version of all. You can tell this version was a remake rather than a port, and it doesn't feel like it got the same level of care as the other systems. The loading time between each screen is awful, and when you click on items, it just draws a box around them instead of highlighting them. Sucks. And this is where things started to go wrong. When entering the mansion, you can see that the lamps that you need are indeed here. But I clicked around the star map forever and I couldn't find the black hole. After I realized that you can't even shut your inventory, I just wrote this one off as not being able to do this secret. But then I had an idea to go look and see if the paintbrush was there in the kitchen. It probably shouldn't be there if you can't deface the boob lady picture, right? Well, I made my way all the way back there and it was there. You can even stack the lamps like you need to, but I can't find the black hole, and I can't close the inventory, so I don't know. This one seems like it should be possible, but I can't get it. Another one where I figured you probably wouldn't be able to do this was with the NES version. I checked that one next. In the NES version, the lamps aren't even there in the entry. Inside the library, there is the star map, but there's no black hole there, I don't think. I couldn't find one. In the kitchen, there is nothing in the cabinet where the paintbrush normally is, so I don't know. I don't think it's here. But then I started wondering what was in the magisterium. What was where the locked door normally is? So I played through it, and checked out the door when I got to the magisterium. The door is there. It's in the game, but it's locked. I tried the key on it. I tried the axe on it. I tried the star on it. Nothing. I couldn't get in there. So I guess there's another mystery that's gotta go unsolved for today. So yes, there are secrets still left to be found with this game, especially with the C64 and NES versions. Perhaps you can figure out those mysteries and let me know if you find anything. I'd love to know what's up with those versions. There was also a Pocket PC version of the Mac Ventures that seems to be lost to time. I'd love to have a copy of any of those, so if you have or know where I can get one, please hit me up. I've also heard talk about a secret room in Shadowgate, so perhaps that's another mystery we'll have to document in the future. But for now, I thank you so much for your time and for watching my video. I'll see you real soon. Take care. Hey, my dudes. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like on this video. Are you subscribed yet? We're going places, so make sure you're subscribed so you can come along. I would hate for you to miss out on these videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back soon. Goodbye.